Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have a Leo sun sign, Leo ascendant, or a Leo moon sign. Anyone who feels that they have very strong Leo traits, this reading is for you. We're taking a look at your energies, the current energies as you're watching this video. And some of you could have, just stepped into these energies. Some of you could be in the midst of them. Some of you could be towards the end of experiencing these energies. Whatever guidance we get, see what applies to your situation, see what adds up for you, what makes sense to you, and then only proceed with the guidance given by the cards. Let us start and let's get a reading for Leo. What is Leo's current energies? Reading for Leo. You got 10 of Swords, crossed by 3 of Cups. So, it talks of a get together or conversations which have which were bothering you a lot. Certain conversations, like I said, conversations or a get together which always seem very burdensome to you. It was a big burden for you to anticipate going to those kind of gatherings, get-togethers, or having a particular kind of a conversation with one person or more than one person, right? So the very thought of it would be like it was very stressful for you, okay, being in a certain gathering, okay, because this is a group card, the 3 of Cups, and it's all about getting together, over food, over something to eat, drink, coffee, something like that. But while participating in that, you used to always feel this big sense of burden which has now come down. So you just went to a get together which has always been burdensome for you, but now you feel that it is over. You don't have to meet with those kind of people, right? King of Wands, 8 of Coins. That somehow in this reading your 8 of Coins complements this 10 of Swords, because it used to be so much effort for you, which used, meeting up with these people, talking to these people or this person, used to be, it used to seem like effort that, I got to, hard work. 8 of Coins. So whenever we have a get together, it's supposed to have this energy, free flowing energy. But for you, it was nothing like free flowing. It was, you had to make the effort to say the right things. You had to make sure that, you were paying attention to other people. You had to make sure that you were very much there, in their midst, and sometimes we have this, at least I have it, I just kind of float somewhere else when I'm in a gathering with, in which, I don't like, or, it doesn't connect with me. I tend to get that, feeling of being somewhere else. So, even sometimes even I need to do that, you've got to make sure that, you are there and you're listening to everybody and you're participating. That seemed to work. A social get together, social gathering seems work for you, but you seem to have, reached the end of, such an association, Leo. All right, and it was all about King of Wands. So the kind of people also you were probably meeting in that gathering, they were one of those a set of people who are very flamboyant, who love to talk about themselves, and who just look at you as an audience, right? And most of the people in the group were like that, right? So they had this energy of exerting themselves on others, that here, look at me, here, listen to me, my experiences are so interesting, and so on and so forth. So I get that energy very accurately from your reading, that you have been mixing around with these people, which seemed to be like a fun get together as they would call it, but for you it was very stressful, and it was a lot of effort just to keep up that pretense of being nice and being polite, saying the right things, being attentive, and all of that stuff. Okay, Queen of Wands. But now some of you, you could feel that you no longer are going to participate with them, or now you feel that there has been some shift in your energy whereby you are complementing this King of Wands, where you also have learned and opened up, to express yourself. Okay, so slowly, what happened? Let me just complete this reading, please. High Priestess. Okay, so now you've also realized that you had it in you. You have that certain amount of confidence where you can be in a group and come across as your authentic self, which is the Queen of Wands. But sometimes, or I would say a lot of times, you just kind of, this King of Wands energy is such which can be a little overbearing, and you'd like to back off. But now for whatever reason there's been a certain change in you, whereby you have also learned to started expressing yourself. So some of you, you feel that you're no longer going to go to those outings. You won't accept the invitations, and you've decided that that is the end of it. For some of you, you have told yourself that from here onwards I'm not associating with them. And for some of you, now you have also picked up a few tips how to whilst being in the in this gathering, how you can also express yourself, how you can also be a lot more interactive, how you can also kind of the conduct yourself in such a way that you also put your point across, you also converse, you become more participative, right? And then these are qualities one sometimes imbibes also by looking at others, and you feel that yes, if I have to be out and it is a requirement, might as well go out and be a little, be yourself, but kind of start sharing your energy a little by allowing your energy to come out. For a while, like you say, all right, you might not like those kind of topics but of discussion when you are with them, but a certain understanding. Look, the High Priestess card has come here, so at a certain deep level, you understand that this is, if something has come my way, I'll be a part of it, I'll participate in that, but I'll be myself while I'm participating and being with those people. But I am going to come across, these are hidden energies. So you also participate at a superficial level. So at a superficial level, it's a lot, you only keep it at a superficial level, your participation. You inquire about people, you'll probably inquire about 10 people. But at the superficial, how are you and how are things and all of that, and you don't bother to let it get to you. You don't get too involved in people, you don't get too attached to people's situations, you don't hang on to people for too long. So that way you kind of have a word with everybody. You start becoming popular, because the Queen of Wands has that energy. She's a very popular person. People love to talk to her, people love to spend time with her, and probably there are a lot of people you would have noticed in the recent past, that or those of you who are stepping into this energy, that next time you go out, you will see that people get drawn to you, people come up and want to listen to you, people want to share, hear your ideas, and and you also though you keep it at a superficial level, but you're acting from the right place, that yes, if somebody is talking to me or I'm making a conversation with somebody, let that conversation be authentic, let my answers be genuine, but I will keep things at a distance. I will not tell everything. I will, participate at a particular level which is genuine, but only that much. So you draw a bit of a boundary for yourself. The real story about you vis-a-vis these people. So now you have learned to adapt a little and participate in the ways of the world, so to say, but you also keep things at bay. And however you are participating, whichever way you are participating or you have participated, it's showing you results. You feel a little more comfortable. You don't feel that uncomfortable now, because probably you've worked on yourself. You've got a different perspective about your life, your situation, your environment, and that this is one of those things which one needs to do while we are we're living in society. So, but now you want to act from a place of authenticity and being genuine, yet not getting too involved, yet not being fake. So what seemed to be hard work for you and stressful situations for you, now they do, when they come, you don't get stressed by it, because now you've learned to handle yourself. You know how to interact, you know how much to interact. You've probably figured out, what are safe topics of conversation which don't drain you. You know how to come out and excuse yourself from a group when you feel it is getting a little demanding, and things like that. Some of you could have put an end to it, and some of you have learned to adapt to it, and adapt yourself also a little bit to feel at ease and enjoy yourself to a certain level when you have these kind of gatherings and get-togethers. Okay. Ace of coins. So yes, this is, you've realized a new practical way of being for yourself, that we cannot run away from the world as such, and everything the world offers. So maybe you've also realized a few changes which you needed to make in order to not always be out of things. Now you are a little more interactive, a little more responsive, a little more participating. But now you know how to participate, you know how to conduct yourself, you know how to have a nice time in these particular places. You got 7 of cups. So yeah, you probably did feel a little confused about how to go about it and things like that. But those of you for whom an event is coming up, that is the time when you could feel a little confused. But when you get there, you can be rest assured that you will be able to flow with the entire the energy of that gathering. You will meet the right people, and you will know how to present yourself, and how to talk, how to you'll just get into that flow. Leo, you'll just know what to do, and exactly this, the right amount, which is going to make you feel good, and yet you'll come across as very impressive in the eyes of the others. Page of Swords. So yes, you might have, you might be very confused. These are two cards of confusion: Page of Swords and 7 of Cups. So here it is about, what do I talk about? How do I go about the conversation? I do not know, whether I will like it, not like it. So this little confusion prevails. But like I said, that once you go there and you just get into the flow of things and just be yourself, you will have, those people coming towards you, because, like attracts like. Your vibration will draw similar people to you, and then it'll be, it'll be easygoing. You'll flow into it, and then you'll feel a lot more at ease. And here you have 2 of coins. So it might be a little a bit of a balancing act, but you will get it, Leo. You will get it, because I see most of the cards are I would say all the cards are very positive. They are very nice. So don't feel intimidated. Don't feel a sense of heaviness whenever you are getting ready to go. Just take the guidance of these cards, which tell you that it's going to be fine. You just need to get into the flow. Just do what feels right. Participate the way you want to. And you'll just get the essence of the whole thing once you are there. Don't build up a situation, don't build up scenarios for yourself beforehand. Once you go there, it'll all be fine. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we've got 6 of Cups. So yes, all in all, this is also telling you that it's going to be a very nice event. It's going to be, you'll come back feeling very nice about it, and you'll have fond memories of it, because this is a card of very often it's associated with nostalgia and whatever we have experienced in the past. So when you come away from it, you will be feeling quite happy, and you'll feel quite nice that what you dreaded once now is you've learned how to handle it. You'll feel quite happy about the entire thing. Right now, I'll just get you a little guidance. Any guidance you can bear in mind. These cards are very nice, and have told you that there is absolutely nothing to get anxious about. Just go with it, and you have all the work you have done, Leo. Whatever changes you've been making for yourself, and all of them, it's going to show over here. You see how you'll feel in control of yourself, your situation. You will know how to handle all these things. You will just have an inner knowing what is the best thing to do and say. Okay, and how much. So don't worry about that. Here, you've got your guidance. Let's take a look what your cards are saying. Oh, you got plenty. Ignore the opinions of others, right? So don't, like in the beginning I said, don't get too involved in what people say, uh, and based on your previous, your past experience. Okay. For some, that you feel that in the past so and so has always been like that, and a bit of a bore, and they keep talking things which are not really worth listening to. Now just don't hold on to that thought process, because you have also changed, right? And for those of you who've already been there and you've experienced one odd situation like that, don't hold on to it and say that, see, it always happens in the past and it's happened again. Just focus on the pleasant memories also of the event. For those of you who have experienced this, already experienced it, come back with a little bit of this energy. Don't bother, focus on how nicely other things also went. Be immune to others' opinions, right? You've got two similar cards, so don't focus yourself on what other people say. I know it's easier said than done, but you know it's all about what you focus on. Whatever you're going to focus on is going to have a bearing on you. And don't forget, we also say things which might not be very nice. So we would also like to forget about them, that I shouldn't have said it, but it keeps coming back in our memory. So just the way you don't want to focus on some things about what you said and did, don't pay so much attention to what other people have to say or have said to you. It's their opinion, it's not the right one, for sure. And you never know why they say all these things. So it's actually a waste of time to focus on that. Ask for what you want. So yes, when you are there, then you can always initiate a conversation. When you do that, then you at least know the drift of the conversation. You know what you're going to be talking about, and if it's a topic which interests you, at least you'll feel a little better, rather than have people coming up and talking about things which are not interesting for you, which you don't want to talk about. But yes, that bothers you, that why do people talk like that, why do people talk about these things, but that's their opinion. Maybe that's very important to them, it is not important for you. So you have learned how to you should have not should have you have learned how to handle that. That is part of your high priestess energy and your queen of wands energy. So when people talk like that, you have figured out a way how to handle this. And if you're still experiencing, you're still in the energy of paying too much attention to them, this is something you need to learn, Leo, how to keep it controlled and not let it go all over the place and all over you. Refuse to eat emotional poison. That's exactly what the drift of this reading is. And express your love. I feel what the guidance is, that whatever, a group is always going to be mixed energies. Depending on your energy, you will be interacting most of the time with your kind of people. There will be one or two, or maybe a handful, who are going to be giving out this energy of a little bit of poison and toxic comments and things like that. But when you see everything from a perspective of love, of understanding, that people talk like this, why do they talk like that? Because they are in emotional pain. People who have only experienced pain can only share pain, right? And those who've had happy, good experiences, that is exactly what they're going to share. So just you have that understanding in you, Leo, which you must bring into play when you are experiencing this energy of emotional poison from another person. Understand that they are in pain. If they have experienced pain, that is the only thing they can give out, right? So it's not meant for you. The every energy has to find a release. You can't keep it trapped. And I think these are the only places where these people can come and express how unhappy they are, how sad they are. Maybe they are going through emotional trauma at home or in other places. They're not able to express themselves. So yes, they do vent out a little over here, because they get a little bit of audience. They share it, they release it from themselves. It makes them feel better and a little lighter. If you just look at it in that perspective, and then you will understand that it is not directed at you. It is not because you are like that. No, they just need to release it so that they feel a lot better when they go back. So you should also not take it personally, Leo. Just realize that they are venting out a little bit. Give them that space. Just shield yourself and block yourself so that you don't absorb that energy. It'll get, when it comes towards you, it'll get deflected and, probably, go elsewhere. And if just by switching off a little and just letting them have their say, if it makes them feel better, that is also your strength and courage to just kind of hold that space for them so that they can vent, feel better. And in the same process, you have not absorbed anything, you have kept everyone at bay. That is your Queen of Wands energy. You know how to handle it. So this is a new tip probably, or a new trick you have also acquired by accessing your High Priestess energy. Inside, you know what the truth is. On the outside, just pretend a little in some situations, and don't take it personally, don't let it get to you. Keep it at a surface level only. And it's that way, it brings about a little growth in an individual, to be a little patient, to just give a just lend your ear, but don't let anything come inside, don't let the words seep into your ear, don't let it get into your energy. Just keep it at bay, just listen. If nothing else, we get a understanding of the different experiences people have. Okay, and just makes us a little more compassionate and a little more patient. These are always virtues which every and any individual should cultivate. These are universal truths, these are universal laws. We will always do good by being patient and compassionate. And which builds our strength, our fortitude, that yes, we can be a little patient and have the strength to bear with people who are in pain. So that's your reading, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.